Get a Job in Tech, episode 179. Common questions you might encounter during a Virtualization Administrator interview. Technical questions. So, number one, what is virtualization and why is it important? Number two, explain the difference between a hypervisor and a virtual machine. Number three, can you describe the different types of hypervisors and their use cases? Number four, how would you manage and monitor virtual environments? Number five, what tools and technologies have you used for virtualization management? Number six, how do you handle storage in a virtualized environment? Number seven, explain how you would troubleshoot performance issues in a virtual machine. Number eight, what is vMotion and how does it work? Number nine, how do you ensure high availability and disaster recovery in a virtualized environment? Number 10, can you discuss a time when you had to deal with a complex virtualization problem? Security and compliance. Number one, how do you secure virtual machines and the hypervisor? Number two, what best practices do you follow to ensure compliance with security policies in a virtual environment? Number three, how do you handle patch management in a virtualization or virtualized environment? Infrastructure and architecture. Number one, describe how you would design a virtualized infrastructure for a company with specified requirements, for example, scalability and redundancy. Number two, what are the key considerations when integrating virtualization with cloud services? Number three, how would you manage and configure networking in a virtual environment? Best practices and optimization. What are some best practices for optimizing performance in a virtualized environment? Number two, how do you manage resource allocation and avoid contention between virtual machines? Number three, can you discuss strategies for backing up and restoring virtual machines? Behavioral and situational questions. Number one, describe a challenging project you worked on involving virtualization. How did you handle it? Number two, how do you stay current with advancements in virtualization technology? And finally, number three, can you give me an example of how you've worked as part of a team to solve a virtualization-related issue? These are some of the questions that you can be asked in a virtualization administrator role. Thank you. We'll see you in the next one.